The shadows of doom grow long as the ancient Egyptian villain Sutekh envelops Metro City with a wave of crime. But Sutekh's seedy underworld is about to be infiltrated by a superhero unlike any the world has ever seen. A superhero who can melt into the darkness like a phantom. By day, this brave new crime fighter is a common, ordinary citizen. But when night falls, he is cloaked in a secret identity to seek out and destroy the dark forces that lurk on midnight streets. Who is this man the press calls Nightshade? Only you can answer that, for he is you. Every night you solidify your superhero status, patrolling 100 of the city's darkest corners. Here you'll find thieves, muggers, and other alley scum that you must either deal with or destroy for clues. But be warned, you're not the only Night Stalker, for as you hunt Sutekh, Sutekh hunts you with the human printing press, the closing walls of spikes, deadly jackal pits, and the chilling freeze ray. Of course, the ultimate key to destroying Sutekh is your popularity, for it's a power source that gives you the wit to decipher clues and the strength to pulverize villains and rescue innocent bystanders. Remember, if this heroic prowess ever diminishes, you'll no longer control the night. You'll be consumed by it. And that was a very long intro for a very fun game brought to us from Beam Software and Ultra, a game called Nightshade, released in 1992. How about that? That's great, isn't it? Yes, it is. And unlike the last two games we played, this one is actually a lot of fun. Action-adventure game, kind of point-and-clicky, but it's got some combat stuff mixed in with it. This game was meant to be the first part in a series. As you can see, Nightshade Part 1, The Claws of Sutekh, as the title popped up. But no sequels were ever made. However, it did serve as the basis for Beam Software's 1993 game, Shadowrun. How about that? The game takes place in a fictional urban city called Metro City. You know, the one from Final Fight. As the story unfolds, its city's local superhero named Vortex is outnumbered by gangs and killed. Oh man. With the city's protector murdered, the crime grows rapidly. Soon enough, the city's crime lords start fighting over control of the city until a villain named Sutekh takes control, combining all the gangs into one. With the city completely overrun by Sutekh and the other crime lords, like the Rat King, Goliath, Lord Muck, and the Ninja Mistress, it is soon devoured in crime. A vigilante named Mark Gray, alias Nightshade, decides to step up and take the law into his own hands, vowing to rid Metro City of crime. Outside the occasional violence, the game is actually somewhat light in tone. Even Nightshade himself is constantly being called Lampshade by everybody, and rife with various pop culture references. The ending gives credit to people for the bad jokes. The game has a unique feature. Along with the action sequences and point-and-click elements, there was a popularity meter that would go up or down as Nightshade performed good deeds well or poorly. Higher popularity meant greater recognition by everyday citizens of Metro City and allowed Nightshade access to more areas. The game also included fighting segments that required quick button responses. Instead of a save feature or extra lives, the villain Sutekh would throw Nightshade into a death trap. The first 4 traps each had a solution, and Nightshade would escape back into the streets of Metro City, minus some popularity. The final one does not, and the player would have to start all over from the beginning of the game. Additionally, the game begins with Nightshade tied to a chair, next to which Sutekh has placed a small bomb. While technically not a death trap, the bomb, if not escaped on time, does not do lethal damage. This introduces the trap escape. It's a problem-solving element early on. And in fact, the game even kind of pokes fun at that. Oh, so sad that your adventure is over before it begins. No one even knows who you are. Blah, 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 blah. It's a fun game. The music is very Who Framed Roger Rabbit-y. Not horrible, but not very good. The controls are alright. The menu system is a bit weird. The A button will let you examine something. The B button will let you operate something. And the select button will bring up all your other options. The fighting is really, really weird and really, really you just move really bizarrely. There's no blink time, so the first fight you enter in the game, if you are not careful, you can die right away. The little dude will just beat the crap out of you. But once you get used to it, it's really quite a fun game, and I really wish there would have been more of these, because it is such a fun game, and it knows what it is, it knows what it's supposed to be, and then it makes fun of itself for being that. But at the same time, it gives you a really fun game to play with, so yeah, good ratings from this gamer.